What is up, you guys? The Dark Knight here, back in with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends series Avengers Endgame Walmart exclusive Captain America. Take a look at the packaging over here. It's pretty much the exact same thing we see with all the other Marvel Legends figures. You got Legends series at the top of there, Avengers at the bottom, Captain America. At the very top, you got the Avengers A logo over there. At the side, you got Captain America there. Same thing at the other side there. At the very back, you got Captain America defending himself with the shield. And you got a bit of a bio there. You can go ahead and read Captain America at the top, Legends series, and at the very bottom, you got a whole bunch of copyright info. And same thing goes at the very bottom over there. So without further ado, let's take a look at this figure. So first off, let's take a look at his accessories. He comes with two in total, excluding the heads. The two that he does come with is, of course, his signature shield. It's a pretty cool looking shield, to say the least. Pretty much the same thing we've seen with all the other MCU cap shields. You get the battle damage look over there, though, and it's pretty nice looking in general. I kind of did wish that they gave us the broken shield from the movie, but unfortunately, I guess they couldn't have done that for safety reasons. I have gone ahead and made my own over here, which I will include inside this video. This is how it looks over here. Basically, what I did with this is I used a little metal round piece I would use for magnets. I found it at Dollarama, and I just attached some elastic band straps over there, painted in some like the nails, and then kind of just cut it, and then put in kind of like paper straps in there, and then paint it, and then just sprayed on a bit of a thing to hold all the paint together. So I think it turned out pretty well, and I do like the fact that it's metal, so it's a little bit more realistic, and it's a great thing to have for the time being until Hasbro does decide to finally make a cap shield. The other accessory that does come with is his hammer over here, and this is actually not his hammer, this is Thor's hammer. But if you don't know, inside the movie, if you haven't watched it, then you've probably been sleeping under a rock for the past 3 months or so. But yeah, he does carry Thor's hammer, so it's a nice little touch that Hasbro did, adding the hammer into there. This is a brand new hammer as well. You get the bigger top over here with all the details going along, which is really nice, very movie accurate. And you do get the kind of handle over here, which is a bending material, so you can hold on to it pretty easily. Anyways, here's taking a look at the Marvel Legends cap figure now. So we got the new head sculpt over here. This is the Steve Rogers head sculpt, and this is pretty good looking, to say the least. I really do like the eyes that are on there. I like the fact that we're getting a bit of a longer hair, and they have some nice paint details in it. So I think that this is probably the best Steve Rogers head sculpt that we've gotten for the MCU, which is great too, because it's probably going to be our last cap figure from the MCU. But he does come with another head sculpt, and of course he comes with the one that he had at the end of the movie, and that is the helmeted head. And this is a brand new one as well. You do get the same kind of thing that you've gotten with the Steve Rogers head sculpt, and you can see the big A over there. You can see the wings at the side. I mean, it's looking great all together. And then taking a look at the rest of the body over here. It's pretty nice. You get the star over there with all the little scale armor going along, as did show up in his comic appearance. So it's nice that they've done that in this movie. You get the thing at the back there to hold the shield, except still he cannot hold the shield on the back. There's no way to put it on there. So it's kind of disappointing, but you know, it's nothing new. So you get the America's ass right over there, which is nice. And then at the front, there's a look at the red and white for the American flag. And he does get a fist on this hand over here, and then an open hand, obviously, for his hammer. And then you do get the pants over here too, looking pretty nice as well. So you've done a very good job on this guy. I really do like how this guy's turned out. Then of course, articulation. Head can move up pretty far, I guess. You can definitely look down, move side to side. There's a bit of head pivoting in there. His arms do move up, and these shield pads, or sorry, the shoulder pads actually move up. As you can see, shoulder pads do move up with the entire joint, so it doesn't ruin that at all. But as you can see, once you take it out of that pose for a while, it does stay up a little bit, so you want to be careful with that, but it can move up and down. Bicep swivel in there. He's got double jointed elbows, moving about that far. He does have wrist articulation, moves side to side and up and down. And then actually on this side over here too, instead of moving up and down like this hand over here, it actually moves side to side instead. So that's a nice touch for the hammer. You do get the ab crunch in there, moves back, forward. You get the waist swivel. You get the legs that kick forward. You can do the splits pretty far. This leg is actually a little bit lacking, but this leg can move pretty well. And then you do get the thigh swivel in there. You get double jointed knees, which move in about that far. And then you do get the ankle articulation, which moves down with a couple of clicks like that. And then it can move up with a couple of clicks, and then he does have some ankle pivot in there, which is also nice as well. Then as comparison, here he is to the latest Endgame cap that we got, in the one inside the quantum realm suit. I have done a video on that, so be sure you go and check it out. So out of the two of these, obviously I said this one is way more worth your money, has way more accessories, it's just far better altogether. But if you like, I know this one looks a little bit crappier, especially with that inaccurate head over there, because he does not wear that helmet in the movie. You can take the head that you've gotten from this set over here, or this figure over here, and you can actually put it on this one over here. It doesn't exactly fit on through the peg because they are different pegs, but you can let it sit on top. If I can demonstrate like that, you could find a little bit of a sweet spot, and then kind of just let it sit on there, and then there you go. That's pretty movie accurate right there, and I like how the two of them look. So here's Cap in his final pose, where he's about to say Avengers assemble to everyone, with the broken shield and the hammer. So I like this a lot. It looks really cool, and in terms of final thoughts, I think this is an absolute great set. I think this is a pretty solid figure overall. I really do like all the accessories that's added into this. The only thing I would change about it is probably give it a broken shield, like this one over here, and also make him a little bit taller, because I have noticed that he was a little bit shorter compared to all the other action figures in my collection. So those are two minuses, but overall, like sculpting on this, paint detailing, the head sculpts, all of it is absolutely fantastic. So I highly do suggest, if you guys do find this out in the wild, and if you're meaning to get a Cap in your collection, this is probably the definitive version that you can get for your collection. And with that being said, if you guys are looking out for this, you can actually find this as a Walmart exclusive in America, and you can find it as a Toys R Us exclusive in Canada. And if I were to give this action figure rating, I would probably give it a 9.5 out of 10. And if we weren't counting any decimals, it would obviously be a 10 out of 10. My only gripes are the fact that he's a little bit short, and pretty much, like, I mean, that's it. I don't really mind them not including the broken shield, although I do favor it. But yeah, overall, the sculpting on it, the quality, the paint detailing, it's all absolutely fantastic. But with that being said, you guys, hope you guys have enjoyed. Please leave a like rating down below, because it really does help with the quality of my videos. And with that being said also as well, be sure you leave a comment down below, any feedback you have, even if you wanted to leave some feedback on the figure from maybe the figure company. It would always be appreciated. And finally, if you'd be so kind, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that as well. I do mostly do action figure reviews and mostly Marvel related videos, so if you're interested in that type of stuff, I'm probably your guy. Without further ado, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.